Hi beautiful family, welcome to yet another day and a new video. So today let's check out the following verb, how they transitioned into noun, or how nouns transition into verbs. So let's go. I have train, trainer. Train is the verb, trainer is the doer of the train. Okay, so train is the verb, whereas trainer is the person doing the training. We have call, we have caller. Caller is to call. The caller does calling, or he does the call. Listen. Listen is the verb. Listener is the person doing the listening. Okay. We have read and reader. A reader reads. Okay. We have make and maker. A maker makes. So make is the verb and maker is the person making or makes. Okay, so trainer is to train, caller is to call, listener is to listen, a reader is to read, a maker is to make. Okay, so a trainer does train, a caller makes call, a listener listens, a reader reads, a maker makes. All right. And section 2, a user is to use, a user uses. Keeper is to keep, a keeper keeps. Helper is to help, a helper helps. Advisor is to advise, an advisor advises. An announcer is to announce, an announcer announces. Do you understand? So a user is the person that makes use of something, and a keeper is the person that keeps something. A helper is the person that helps somebody. An advisor is the person that gives advice. An announcer is a person that gives announcement, okay, that announces events or whatever that needs to be announced. Is it understood now? Let's see the next section. In that section, we have bake and baker. A baker bakes, a cleaner cleans, a dealer deal, a checker check, a destroyer destroys. Okay, so a baker bakes. Someone who bakes is a baker, and a baker is the person that bakes. We have cleaner. A cleaner does cleaning job, a dealer deals, a checker checks, a destroyer destroys. Okay, let's see the fourth section. So we have seer. A seer sees, a user uses, a holder holds, an accuser accuses, an achiever achieve. Okay, so someone who sees is called a seer. Someone who uses anything is the user. Someone who is holding a particular thing is the holder. Someone who accuses someone who is being accused of something is accuser, or someone who is accusing somebody is equally the accuser. And we still have achieve, and someone who is achieving is the achiever. Okay, so we have a seer does what? Sees. A user does what? Uses. A holder holds. An accuser accuses. An achiever achieves. Do we understand? Let's still see the fifth section. We have a driver drives, a follower follows, a lender lends, a lover loves, a maker make. Now, remember when I talk about verb is the action part of a sentence, whereas the noun is the naming part of the sentence. Okay, so right here we're talking about driver, we're talking about the person that performed the action of driving. When we talk about follower, we're talking about the person that does the action of following. When we talk about the lender, we're talking about the person that lends. And when we talk about lover, we're talking about someone who loves. And when we talk about maker, we are equally talking about a person person that makes something. Do you understand that? So remember, we are working on the ER adding to a verb to make it a noun, or removing ER or R alone depending on the word to make it a verb. Let's see the next section. And we have opener is to open. An opener does opening job. Owner, an owner owns a particular thing. Player, a player plays. Producer, a producer produces something. He's the person that produces something. Provider, a provider is someone that provides. Okay, so the function part is open, own, play, produce, provider. So when making a sentence, it is wrong to use the noun for the verb, because most time we keep seeing words like this and we get confused. That is why we are trying to treat all this in this series. Okay, so make sure to pay a very good attention. So the very first suffix we are using is the ER. I made mention of the fact that for some words that ends with E, you only add the R, and when it has no E nor R, you add ER to transform it from verb to a noun. Okay, and when it has ER, that means it's a noun. You can actually transform it to become a verb. Okay, so we have opener. You cannot say this is an open. No, you can only say this is an opener. Okay, and again, you cannot say he is the own land. No, you can only say he is the owner of the land. And again, you cannot say these are play. No, you can only say these are the players. And you cannot say again, this is the produce. No, you can only say this is the producer. Okay, and you cannot equally say he is the provide. No, you can only say he is the provider. Do you understand it better now? Okay, remember the noun part is the person, the performer of the action, whereas the verb part is the action itself. So remember when to use the ER and when not to use the ER when writing, and when you are speaking, know when to omit the ER and when to add the ER. The ER always comes for the noun, the person you are referring to, the person you are talking about. And without that, it is a verb. It is a functioning part. Okay, so let's see the next section. We have receive, receiver. A receiver is the person that receives. We have remover. Remover does the function of removing, whether stain or whatever. Okay, the remover does removing job. We have reporter. A reporter is the person that gives reports. Okay, a saver. A saver is someone that saves. All right, we have seller. A seller is someone that sells. Okay, so sell is the function part. Save is equally the function part. Report is equally the function part. Remover is equally the function part. We equally have receive as the function part. So don't misplace using receiver in place of receive. It is totally wrong for you to say, I'm waiting to receiver my mail. No, you can only say, I am waiting to receive my mail. Okay? You cannot equally say, this is the remove I'm talking about. No, you can only say, this is the remover I'm talking about. Okay, you cannot as well say, he is the report of today's minutes or meeting. No, you can only say, he is the reporter of today's minutes or today's meeting. All right, and you cannot equally say, he is the save. No, you can only say, he is the saver. Remember, make mastering of when talking about person and when talking about the function the person actually performed. It is very important to know this. When it is you talking about the action part, talking about what someone did, know which to use. And when you're referring to the person itself, know which to use. Okay, we are talking about that person, what he did, you use the verb. And we're talking about that person himself or herself, you use the noun. Do you get now? Okay, you cannot say he is the cell. No, you only say he is the seller. Do you get now? So let's see the next section. So we have a sender does send, a speaker speaks, a supplier supplies, a printer prints, a painter paints. Okay, someone who paints is called a painter. Someone who prints is called a printer. Someone who supplies goods or whatever is called a supplier. Someone who speaks on event or speaks about something is called the speaker. Someone who sends things to people or who sends something to you is the sender. Do you understand now? And we go the other way around. A sender sends something to people. A speaker speaks about things. A supplier does supplying job. A printer prints things for people. A painter paints houses or whatever that needs to be painted. Is it understood now? Let's still see another one. The work of a manager is to manage things, affairs, okay? An organizer does organizing job, he organizes. A liar is someone who tells lies. A locker is to lock. A manufacturer is someone who does manufacturing job. Are we good? So remember the noun and the verb. The noun always have the ER or the OR, but on this lesson we are focusing on the ER. Okay, so remember, manager does managing function, an organizer does organizing function, a liar does tell lies, a locker is to lock, a manufacturer manufactures. Okay, so let's see the next one. As well, on this section we have charge is to charger. We use charger for charging. Okay, so charger performs a charging job. We have trader. A trader does trade. What a trader does is he trades. Okay, we have fighter. A fighter is someone that fights. A hustler is someone that hustles. And we still have a traveler is someone that travels. Okay, so the actions that the charger, the fighter, the trader, the traveler, the hustler performs are the verb part of it. A traveler travels. You cannot say he is a travel. No, because we're talking about somebody. So he is a traveler. And you cannot equally say he is a hustle. No, you are talking about someone. You say he is a hustler. You cannot equally say he is a fight. No, you can only say he is a fighter. You cannot say he is a trade. No, you can only say he is a trader. As well, you cannot say this is a charge. You can only say this is a charger. Do you understand how it works now? And for the last on the list, we have smoke is to smoker. A smoker smokes. We have freeze, freezer. Freezer is to freeze. Freezer is to freeze. We have hunt. A hunter is to hunt. We have plant. A planter is to plant. We have harvester. A harvester is to harvest. So we have smoker, smoke. Freezer is used to freeze. Hunter is the person that does hunting job. Planters are used for planting. Harvesters is used to do harvesting job. Okay? Or it could be someone who does harvesting job. Okay? So we have smoker is to smoke. Freezer is to freeze. Hunter is to hunt. Planter is to plant. And harvester is to harvesting. If you're seeing us for the first time, you're so welcome to the channel. Right here we learn how to read, write, and speak. It's all about English language. We are here for English affairs. So if you like what we do, you can actually join us simply by subscribing. And when you do, don't forget to turn on your notification bell, because in that way you get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being amazing. Thank you for coming back today. And this is your corner shot for today's video. I know you actually got something out of today's video. Don't forget, we are working on words in this series. And thank you for watching. See you on our next class, and bye for now.